Hey everyone, I'm Rockin Robin, and today we're doing something a little different. Today is my holiday gift guide. So if you've got a cook that you want to buy something for Christmas, or maybe an aspiring cook, and you want some ideas, I'm here to help you out. And the items that I'm going to be showing you today are items that I use pretty much every day and I have a lot of experience with, so I'll show you some of the things that I really like about it. All right, so let's get started. First off, let's talk about cutting boards. This is a basic item that everybody should have and probably does have, but maybe you need a new one. So what I'd like to recommend is the OXO cutting board. Now this one is 21, I believe, and by 14.5 inches. It's nice and big. I like to use big ones. In fact, I have two like this, and I'll use one for, say, meats and the other for vegetables if I'm cooking a big meal. And what I like about this one in particular is that it doesn't warp. I've had this thing probably 8 or 9 years, and it's still, I mean, it looks a little worn. You can see the discoloration on it a little bit and some of the knife marks, but it's been a workhorse. It just always performs. Now specifically what I like is the edges here have this black rim, and what that does is it grips your counter, right? So that it doesn't move around. Who needs a cutting board that's moving all over the place? That could be kind of dangerous. So this one sticks pretty good. I also like that it has a drip channel so that if you're cutting up your meats or fruits or whatever, the juices go into the channel and stay off your counter, so it really does help. So the cutting boards are pretty inexpensive. They're about $25 a piece. And it's just something to consider. I know most people like to buy wood. Wood looks beautiful, but there is a lot of maintenance to those. You have to keep oiling them every, probably every month. And, they sometimes will split, and that's not a good thing because then you can get bacteria in those grooves. So anyway, I recommend this, and I think it's a great gift. It'll last a long time. Next up is my knife. So the knife and the cutting board, they go together. I really love my global knife. It is probably my best friend because I use this thing every single day. And you'll see it in probably most all my videos. I do have another knife I like to use too, but this one just feels nice in the hand. It's 8 inches. It's just so comfortable. And other people have commented that have come over and have used it. They're like, wow, this is a really nice, comfortable, in your hand kind of knife. And it really is great. And it keeps a nice sharp edge. So I highly recommend this. This one you're gonna pay, about $100 for, but I think it's well worth it for something that you use all the time. And then I thought I would mention this called a blade saver. This is just a little shield that I like to use. It keeps my blade safe when I put it in the drawer, and if I if I put my hand in the drawer, I'm not gonna accidentally cut myself on the blade. So it protects my hand and it protects the blade. And also, like when I go on vacation, I travel, if I know I'm gonna be cooking, my cutting board goes with me and my knife. Because usually, what you find at some of these places isn't too desirable to use, so I like to bring my own. Next up, we're gonna go to the big boys. These are the bigger appliances that cost a little bit more money. All right, so let me tell you about the Cuisinart. I have a Cuisinart food processor here. This is the 11 cup size. I think they make a 14, but I like the 11 because it seems to be just the right size. No matter, if you're cooking just a little bit of pesto or a little bit of hummus, it can handle the job really well. So I recommend that. I use this in so many different, recipes. And if you want to get links for any of these gift ideas, I'm going to leave some of the links down below in the description of this video. So be sure and click down there where it says show more and you'll find them. Some of the items are not down below, but I'll tell you where to get them. All right, so next up is the Vitamix mixer. I tell you, this thing, I love this thing. It is one of my favorite tools. We use it almost every day, mostly for making smoothies. So if you have a health-conscious cook that you want to buy something for, I tell you, this is a great investment. And that's what I call it, an investment, because they cost about $350. You can get them at Costco. Sometimes you get special deals with attachments, extra attachments, which is really great. But I tell you, this thing, once you use a Vitamix, you'll never want to go back to a regular blender again, because this thing is so powerful, it can even make soup in it. That's how powerful it is. So if you're thinking about a blender, don't hesitate on this. You will not regret it. Now let's move into baking pans. I've got a couple of baking sheets here. I use these for roasting and baking, all kinds of goodies. And they come in a 2-pack. I got mine for 2 for like 20 bucks. Good deal. These are nice and sturdy. I've been really, really happy with these. And also, I had to buy a new cooling rack because mine rusted. So I made sure to get one that is stainless steel and it will not rust. So this one is about $20 and it works out beautifully. It's a little bit of a pain to clean because you've got all the little, squares to work in there, but if you soak it, no big deal. Everything comes out nice and it won't rust, and that's what I like about it the most. It's got little feet so that air can, circulate underneath and on top. So guys, those are great gifts to give as well. After that, let's talk about our juicers. Now, I've been doing some citrus recipes lately, like, lemon curd and lemon tiramisu. And I used a Reamer to get some of the juice out if you're only doing 1 or 2 lemons. This thing works great. It's about $10. The only bad thing about it is that you have to get the seeds out somehow by using a strainer usually. Now, the next alternative is a citrus press like this one. You just cut your citrus in half, place it cut side down, and squeeze away, and it keeps the seeds intact so that all you get is the juice out of it. And you can do this pretty quick. So you could go through and do several lemons, no problem. Yeah, so I really love both of these. There's, good use for either one. This one could be a little stocking stuffer, huh? What do you think? Could be. The Reamer costs about $10, whereas the press is about $16. This next gift idea is really for the cook who has everything, I think. What it is a potato ricer. Here it is, and what it is basically is you put your potatoes into it, you cook them first, put them in the well, press them out, and they come out like potato rice. And then you add your hot milk and butter, and you just kind of stir it, and voila, you've got mashed potatoes. It's really kind of cool. And you can also use it for baby food, to strain out your baby food. And it comes with a couple of different attachments or blades. This one's pretty fine, and the one that's in there is much, coarser. So it's great for sweet potatoes, like I said, mashed potatoes, or anything else you want to rice. So it's kind of like, do you really need it? No, but it is kind of novel. It's kind of cool when you just pour in your liquid and you just stir it up and boom, voila. You got some mashed potatoes and they're nice and fluffy and light. So I really thought it was kind of cool. And this thing runs about $16, and I'll have links for this one down below, but you might want to check that one out. Do you have a coffee lover that you have to buy for? Well, I have an idea for you. A French press. Now I've got 2 here. I've got a single serving, and then I have another one that serves about 4. And I tell you, these things are amazing. I made a video and it shows how to use it and everything you do to make it, which just takes a few minutes, and it's just a really great cup of coffee, let me tell you. So it's something you might want to consider. I love this little guy here. You just, put your coffee grounds in there and some water that's been heated to the proper temperature, and I'll show you that in the video. And then you're going to press it down, and it just makes a cup of coffee just like that. And I think you'll love it. Yeah, check that out. They're about $20. I'll leave links for that down below in the description as well. Now, the last thing I have, actually second to last, what goes with coffee? Chocolate. So I've got this little case here. It's a little bookcase. I picked it up at Trader Joe's. This is a seasonal item, so if you live near a Trader Joe's, you're in luck. You might be able to find it. I had a hard time getting this, but I was able to put my name in to the store and said, hey, if you get some of these, let me know, and they did. You get chocolate from all over. You get some from Peru, Ecuador, Venezuela, and etc. Dominican Republic. Just kind of a neat little thing for somebody who loves chocolate, and it's about $10. So my last gift idea is called the Flying Sushi Kitchen. It's a game. It's a family game which would be perfect for little families that have kids, say maybe between the ages of 6 and 12. It would be perfect for them. And it's so much fun. You get to use chopsticks, and yeah, you get really good at it, I think, if you practice, which you need to do, because I'm terrible at it. And let me show it to you. So basically what we have here is it runs on batteries, and you turn it on and you get like anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute. And you place these are the sushi balls, and we're gonna place the sushi balls up here. Check this out. Sometimes they fall down, but they elevate. And the idea is, well, there goes one. Come back. Is you try and grab them. See if I can do one. And put it in your little sushi dish over here without it falling out. Pin them, you know, with your chopsticks. Grab it, but I can't, I'm not that good. It's really tough. Ah. But anyway, you get the idea. It's a lot of fun. Kids love it, and they get really good at it, and I'm terrible. And so after a minute, there's a whole game to this, right? You have cards, and there's a whole sequence of things that you're supposed to do, but I just wanted to give you an idea. I thought it was pretty cute, the way the balls are elevated there, you know, in the air, and you have to try and grab them off, and the kids love that. So this thing cost about $25. I'll try and leave a link for Amazon for you. It makes it easy, but I got mine at Walmart, so you can check that out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that maybe it helps you out. Let me know which item interested you the most. And let me know down below in the comments, because I'd like to hear what you like the best. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas to all of you, and we'll see you in the next video.